You're watching Lights, Camera, Laura with me, Laura White. We are all looking forward to the return of the Seen and Heard Festival at Smock Theatre, the festival that provides artists with a platform to test out unseen work in front of a live audience. Rehearsals are well and truly underway as the festival kicks off on the 14th of February and runs through to the 4th of March. Allowing us into the rehearsal space is Little Red Theatre Company for their production of Both Sides Now, written and performed by the very lovely, very brave Miss Nicole O'Connor. I say brave because it does take a lot of courage for anyone to produce their 10th play, let alone their first. How are you feeling?
10 plays, that may not ever be me. Give me like 20 years. It's kind of an amazing experience because I've never done anything like this before. I've never kind of produced something that is so completely me and so central to me. So it's been all I can say, it's been a wonderful experience, and it's nerve-wracking, I'll admit. What inspired me to write it, because this is my first play, and I started writing it when I just got into drama college, so I think plays were just on my mind. Up until that point it wasn't, and kind of the pun that is the title of the show jumped into my head, which was a show with Joni Mitchell music in it that's about bisexuality called Both Sides Now. And I was like, oh, what's that now? And basically, whenever I listened to Joni Mitchell music in the next 2 years it took me to write it, I would just keep thinking about developing a character and all these different ideas that I wanted to do with a show with that premise.
Now joining us is a very talented gentleman and director of Both Sides Now, Mr. James M. O'Connor. Of course, you do have a very close working relationship with Nicole at this stage, producing a one-woman show. As a director, do you take a different approach in rehearsals in that situation?
Yeah, absolutely. Because when you're working with a group of people, you're working with, managing interactions between them and building relationships between them. While with a one-woman show or one-man show, it's about building a relationship with the audience and almost creating a dialogue between the performer and the audience, because if it's just a person talking at you for 20 minutes, then you're going to switch off pretty quickly. Absolutely. I think it's an interesting thing to work with someone, as Nicole took 2 years to write this play, which is rare for a lot of the writers that I work with, who are kind of churning out the next thing every 6 or 8 months. And it's an interesting thing because the depth of knowledge that she has about every moment of the play, and sort of trying to absorb that and turn it into something that an audience can pick up on in the space of a half-hour production is an interesting. I mean, I'm constantly saying in rehearsals, this is a really good scene, I really enjoy this scene, I like this scene. She's like, I know it, James, I wrote it, it's fine. So yeah, no, absolutely.
There you have it, guys. Both Sides Now opening in the Smock Theatre on the 2nd of March for 2 nights only, so get booking. I'll leave you now with a little teaser of what to expect from the performance. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lights, Camera, Laura, and follow me on Twitter at LauraWhite1986. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Thank you for watching.
Before I met my ex-girlfriend Carrie, I was the most uncoolest of baby gays. Go on. Guess who my first female crush was? Oh god, it's a cliche. But not really a cliche, because I've never actually heard of any other person having a crush on them, but she is the lesbian. Just think of it now. Who is the most famous lesbian in the world? Yes. My first lady crush was Ellen DeGeneres. I was 14. She was 52, and I swore it could work. I pictured her, Ellen DeGeneres, proposing to me in the most romantic place in Dublin, Stephen's Green, by the pond. I imagined so intensely about how we were both so in love. Ellen is on one knee telling me how amazing I am. She's weeping with pure adoration. Oh no, don't start, because now I'm gonna start, but it's too late. Because then we're both sobbing as I cry. I do! I thought so much about Ellen DeGeneres that I started to do that thing that people who are in real relationships do. I started to talk about her constantly to my friends. You should really watch some of Ellen's stand-up. She's actually amazing. Did you know Ellen can rap the entirety of Shoop by Salt and Pepper? and so on and so forth, that I eventually started getting less careful with my talking about Ellen. Ellen is so fucking sexy, I swear. That haircut, those suits, that voice. I couldn't keep this shit up. It was bound to happen. I was reckless, beyond the realms of no homo, that one day I eventually say, like, I fancy her. Like, I literally fancy her. Do you really? Are you gay?